In the words of Kenya Moore, I'm still here in the hospital, y'all. Welcome to Warriors Corner. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, I'm so glad that you decided to join me again. Please remember to hit that like button, comment your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section so we can keep the conversation going, and subscribe to my channel. Y'all, we got to stop going to Florida as well as Mexico because the governor and the people have lost their minds. Let's get into it, okay? Good morning and happy Wednesday to each of you. I am so glad that you have decided to join me in Warriors Corner. Today, y'all, we got to have a real conversation. You know, I love to be messy and laugh and have fun, but I also like to keep us informed of what's going on here in our world, okay? So, as you know, Florida, the Sunshine State, is one of those states that people just do whatever they want to do. And I had a friend that just told me that they had a little family trip down there, and it was, she said she had a good time, but that it was just a lot. It was a lot, okay? So, as you may or may not know, the NAACP has put a travel ban for going to Florida for African Americans, for the LGBTQ plus, and for people of color. Down there they got a lot of stuff going on with their governor trying to take the African American studies out of schools and trying to take away the LGBT rights. It's just so much going on. And so it is my responsibility to keep us informed as a content creator, in my opinion. That's what we do over here, y'all. So let's get into this story. Shout out to NPR for this article. They did this article on yesterday, 2 days ago. I'm sorry. Look, my days are still a little off, y'all. Okay. So, civil rights group warns tourists about traveling to Florida. Okay. So, Orlando, Florida, the NAACP over the weekend issued a travel advisory for Florida, joining two other civil rights groups and warning potential tourists that recent laws and policies championed by Governor Ron DeSantis and Florida's lawmakers are openly hostile towards African American, people of color, and the LGBTQ plus community and those individuals. Okay, y'all. So Florida ain't playing. Okay. They are really coming for our necks, like literally. They coming for the black people's necks. They're coming for people of color, and they are coming for the LGBTQ plus community. And it is my responsibility as a black man, someone who is a part of the LGBTQ plus community, and someone of color to, let y'all know we have to care for ourselves. We have to care for our families and our communities because in our families, everybody got somebody that's gay. Everybody that's got somebody that's of color. We are a melting pot of America. And so it is our responsibility to make sure that we are having these conversations with our friends and families to make sure that they come home safe if they choose to go, or tell them just not to go at all. Okay. So the NAACP, a long advocate for Black Americans, joined the League of the United Latino American Citizens, which is the LULAC, a Latino civil rights organization, and Equality Florida, a gay rights advocate group, in issuing travel advisory for the Sunshine State, where tourism is one of the state's largest job sectors. Okay. Now, the warning approved this past Saturday by the NAACP's board of directors tells tourists that before traveling to Florida, they should understand that the state of Florida devalues and marginalizes the contributions of uh, the contributions and the challenges faced by African Americans and other communities of color. An email was sent Sunday morning to DeSanto's office seeking comments. The Republican governor is expected to announce his run for the GOP presidential nomination this week. So, y'all, this man is getting ready to run for president. So it's look like we got another Donald Trump coming behind to tear some more stuff up. I mean, I am just really sick of the people thinking that they can just come in and do what they want to do. Being the president is not about what you want to do. It's about doing what's best for our country and for the people in the country. And what you got going on, sir, the laws and the policies that you are passing, it is not best for our country and it is not best for the individuals that live in this country. It's what you personally feel, and me personally, I ain't having it. And I am going to make sure that my subscribers know what's going on. Okay. Now, Florida is one of the most popular states in the US, as we know, for tourism. And tourism is one of the biggest industries. More than, y'all listen to this, 137.5 million tourists visit Florida last year, making a return to pre pandemic levels, according to Visit Florida, the state tourism promotion agency. Okay. So the people have been going back. You know, the people, they love the sunshine, they love the clubs, they love the bars, they love the alcohol, but trust me, there are other places to go. So y'all please do your best to try to go somewhere else. Tourism supports 1.6 million full-time and part-time jobs, and visitors spend 98.8 billion, y'all. Not thousand, not hundred, not million, but billion dollars in Florida in 2019. The last year's figures are available. Okay. So if they did that in 2019, and that was pre pandemic, they said more than 137.5 million people have visited last year. Imagine the type of money that they are bringing in now, y'all. This is crazy. This is ridiculous. And I hate to, not support the jobs that are down there and things like that. But are we as a community willing to take a risk for our lives, our friends' lives, our families' lives, just to go have a little fun somewhere where we are not wanted? I hope you not, okay? So several Florida Democrat mayors were quick to say Sunday that their cities welcome diversity and inclusion. So it's not everywhere in Florida, but but I'm the type of person, if it's one place, it includes everybody. So I ain't coming, okay? Everyone is always welcome and will be treated with dignity and respect, tweeted Mayor Ken Welch of St. Petersburg in a message echoed by mayors across the Bay in Tampa, okay? That will never change, regardless of what happens in Tallahassee, tweeted Mayor Jan Coster of Tampa. The NAACP's decision comes after the DeSantos administration in January rejected the College Board's Advanced Placement African American Studies course. So now you don't even want us to learn about our history. It's bad enough that y'all took us from our homeland, enslaved us, indoctrinated us into what y'all wanted us to be. So-called said that we were a part of the land of the free and the home of the brave, but we're still enslaved in so many ways. It's ridiculous, okay? DeSanto and Republican lawmakers have pressed forward with measures that ban colleges from having programs on diversity, equality, and inclusion, as well as critical race theory, okay? Also passed the Stop Woke Act. So now they don't want us to be woke no more. That restricts certain race-based conversations and analyze in school and businesses. So I mean, they going all the way around. They coming for the schools, they coming for the businesses, they coming for the restaurants, they coming for the malls, they coming for the beaches, they coming for everything. They don't want us to have any kind of inclusion anywhere in Florida, specifically the mayor, the mayor, the governor of Florida, excuse me. Now the mayors, they seem like they're trying to have pushback a little bit, but this man is getting ready to run for president. So if you can't push back for him as your governor, what are you gonna do when he becomes president? Well, we ain't even gonna speak that, so we ain't even going there. But y'all got to do something with y'all governor, okay? Now, in its warning for Hispanic travelers considering visiting to Florida, LULAC cited a new law that prohibited local government from providing money to organizations that issue identification cards to people illegally in the country and individuals out of state driver's license held by undocumented immigrants, okay? Among other things. The law also requires hospitals that accept Medicaid to include citizenship questions on intake forms, which have said to intend to um, disassociate immigrants living in the U.S. illegally from seeking medical care. I was kind of off subject watching Dear Mama. Me and Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva, we've been reviewing that. And I don't know if you guys know, but the Black Panthers, they helped create the hospital reform where, we all can come to the hospital without insurance, without, having to be citizen. It's ridiculous. Literally everything that we have pushed and worked so hard for in the United States and in Florida specifically is being rolled back. They're trying to take us back to where we begin. And unfortunately, they say history repeats itself, but I am not having it, y'all. And that's why we have to have the conversation. We have to keep this information out there for us to know. Because if we're not informed and one of us come up missing, I don't want to say we can't be upset, but you can't be upset, if you're not informing yourself of what's going on in places that you're going to visit, okay? Now, the action taken by Governor DeSanto have created a shadow of fear within communities across the state, said Lydia, and the LULAC vice president of the Southeast region. Recent efforts to limit discussions on LGBTQ plus topics in school, the removal of books with gay characters from school libraries, a recent ban on gender affirming care for minors, new restrictions on abortion access, and law allowing Floridians to carry concealed guns without permits contributed to equality. Florida's warning. So, I mean, y'all, like literally, they are like saying, excuse my French, don't bring y'all black asses here. Don't bring y'all gay asses here. Don't bring y'all colored asses here. If you do, be expected not to return from where you came from. That's what I just took from it. Okay. Now, to take in, and we're going to read this last paragraph, and then I'll leave you with my final thoughts and opinions. Take it in their totality, Florida's slate of laws and policies targeting basic freedoms and rights poses a serious risk to the health and safety of those traveling to Florida. Equality Florida Advisory said, okay? So, y'all, the point being that I came to talk to you today, please, 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 if you choose to go to Florida, because I ain't going no time soon. I've been there, ain't nothing there that I'm missing, so I ain't going back no time soon. But if you choose to go, please be aware of what is going on. Please be aware that they are making gun laws I'm not supposed to say that. If they are making pow pow laws, that if they pow pow you, You just pow pow, and whoever did it, they're going home scot free. Okay, the LGBTQ plus community, if you go out there and they beat you to death, you just beat to death. It is what it is. I hate to be raw like this, but we got to keep it 1000% real at this point, y'all, because it is literally life and death. Okay, so I want us to be informed. I want us to be aware. My Black brothers and sisters, my people of color, my Latina family, my LGBTQ family, I want y'all to be aware. Pay attention to what's going on. Make sure you're reading when you go into these places. Make sure you know what's going on in the news in the current state and time, because you just don't know. There are a list of people that we are still awaiting justice for, who are not even in Florida states, who are in these other states. So Florida is getting away with everything with their Republican governor, okay? So we have to be aware. We have to keep ourselves accounted for. We have to stay in the loop, family, okay? So I just wanted to bring us this story today. Like I said, y'all know I love to laugh and be messy and have fun, but I also like to keep it real. I also like to let us know, when there are safety concerns, where there are concerns of our health and well-being, I want us to be in tune, in focus, and aware. I may not get a lot of views on this video, but for those of you who do view this video, please share this with your friends and family. Let them know. We got to look out. We got to be careful. And it's okay to have fun and want to be in places, but if you choose to go, be careful of your surroundings. Make sure you have people that you know, that you trust. Shanquilla went all the way to Mexico and never made it back. And I'm still chanting her name, justice for Shanquilla. For real, y'all. And I refuse to go to Mexico. I ain't going nowhere near Mexico. And at this point, I'm starting to get like that with Florida. So, period. But y'all, please hit the like button on this video. Comment your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section. Let me know, have you traveled to Florida recently? If you have you had any experience where you felt racism was going on, or you felt singled out, or you felt marginalized or mistreated? Let me know down in the comment section. Let's have the conversation. Let's keep the conversation going, because that is the only way that we can make change, is if we have a conversation about it and then do something about it. Y'all, I am exhausted. I am tired. I don't talk myself literally out of breath, and my laptop is about to die. So y'all hit the like button on this video. Like I said, comment your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel if you have not, and once you do, make sure you hit that notification bell on all. That way you see each and every time I post a video with you in mind. Thank you for joining me in Royer's Corner today, and maybe I'll catch y'all later on. Have a lovely rest of your Wednesday. Bye.